Yeah, I have an experience, but according to Jeremy, you guys have the galactic thing, and I can't go to the galactic thing right now because of other responsibilities. But I'll share this experience. In the backyard, this portal opened up, and I was again, I couldn't believe I was seeing this portal opening up in the backyard, but it was like I was half asleep and half awake. And this woman dressed in a gold outfit came through. She looked like something from the future, and on her arms she had these spiky things, and on her head she had something like a helmet that also had these spiky things. And something told me that those things are used to open up portals. And she had these two like entities that were not physical. They seemed to be interdimensional, but I could still sort of see them a little bit. And I didn't realize, oh, she's gonna attack me. I just thought I was seeing something, but I didn't realize this lady or whoever she is gonna attack me. I didn't, and something kept warning me to be ready for her, but I just couldn't really fathom that because she looked so beautiful and everything. But so I stopped the entities. I don't know how I stopped them, but I pushed them back through the portal, and I pushed her back into the portal. And I was curious to know where she came from. How did she come to the backyard like that? And anyways, instead of going through the portal, because I didn't know how many hundreds of miles or thousands of miles or millions of miles it might be wherever she's at that she used the portal, all of a sudden I just looked behind the I just looked behind the portal. I was shocked that I could just look behind it, and I could see that it was a desert area. It was like red rocks and red sand. And I'm thinking, oh, that's funny. I didn't have to travel. I just looked behind it. I thought that was kind of amazing to me. And uh, and then afterwards, what I did was I crushed the. I didn't crush her head or anything. Just the helmet. I took it off and crushed it, and I took off her armbands that she had, and I crushed them, so she wouldn't be able to open up a portal anymore. And then I came back, but I was just amazed that I didn't have to travel wherever it is she was going. I just looked behind the portal and there it was. So that was my experience, and I'm guessing that that was something like universal positioning because I didn't have to travel. That's all.
Thanks, Ramone. Any comments on that? You could, Ramone, you could start a Facebook group on there. Are you on Facebook at all? I mean, that's something you could have Jeremy help you start just a group. We're having people like start groups. Like if you could just do one a day, he could help you. That'd be an interesting Facebook group, on portals. So somehow name it a certain way and then add your experience to it. And that way we get this stuff out. Yeah, thanks. That's cool. Well, step by step, venture out because the big experience, big life here. So take the risk.
Take the risk.
Because you have stuff you're sharing. It's valuable for others to hear. So because you can see things. So others, gain from that, your experiences. Or be in the background as a producer of some, you can be like a director producer of something, skits or, part of what we do with our shows. We just did the big question show today, 3-part series with that. Birds come and answer questions. But some of these skits we're doing, you could be part of the production writing. Because people are so literal, and then people with so-called handicaps can see certain things that others can't. So again, you could be, you see things that others don't.
Oh yeah, yeah. You, yeah. I depend on my intuition because I know my mind isn't gonna help me. So I always have to depend on my intuition. Sometimes when I do something, I don't even know how I do it. Like with the cell phone and looking up things on your guys' website, I don't even know how I got where I went, and I found the information that I need. Then I go back out, but I don't even know how I did it. Like if I try to go back, I don't know how that happened. But I always do find what I need to find, which I'm grateful.
Yeah, you're doing fine. You're on the right track. It's great. Great. Just step by step. Any opening you get, any opportunity that comes your way, I would use your intuition and do it. Usually works out to something. Do you have anything today to share, Jeremy?
Just a lot of refinement of the personal self. If I could sum up certain things, learning about past lives. I actually saw past life as an eagle or a hawk of some sort, where I don't know why, but I was like a sport kind of hawk. I would target little birds, so that they would the guides kind of informed me that that's why I'm having certain effects in my life or certain experiences because of that incarnation that I did these things. But other than that, just the constant refinement and seeing certain things. Get Actually, it's a lot been going on galactic. Actually, I've been getting a lot of things. Something's going to happen nationwide, but that's more of the galactic.
You kind of want to explain to people what you're doing with that, with the new language, new terms?
Well, it's nothing I'm doing. I just sort of getting the file together. Yeah, I just found an online dictionary and turned it into a document file, and yeah, it's gonna have the new words in it along with all the regular words. It's gonna be like the new dictionary, a new, yeah, new dictionary.
Yeah, good reference for people coming in. No, thank you.
I want to ask you something about what Jeremy is going to be to Dawn. Yeah, I don't know why my word is really right or not. This is the NuUU, the book of NuUU, books of Duane, the NuUU book dictionary of NuUU words of NuUU books. I don't know.
We have
Would you?
new terms. We have, like real universes, real guides, and all the new terms, new spellings is well, it hasn't really been put together in one form. So Jeremy's putting it into a normal, regular dictionary, these new words. So we're going to have a new dictionary with the new terms in it. So people coming into this
So
have a reference.
so yeah, so we can use this dictionary for translating the special new words of Duane the Great Writer.
Well, you can translate it into Farsi, maybe, eventually. But right now it's English, and it's for people that aren't familiar with the terms that Duane is using, and their meanings, definitions. Eventually be different languages too, like in Farsi. Yeah, it's just we have it somewhere. There's the terms laid out. I forget where. There's a small dictionary kind of.
This will be like your regular dictionary. It'll have all the words. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put in the new words here and there in the dictionary. So you'll still have all the words in the world, but you'll have the new words and definitions that I'm going to put into this new dictionary. So we'll have our own dictionary with words you can look up, plus regular words you can look up, whatever they are, and then plus the new words with new definitions too. So we'll have our own reference dictionary. You see, I will put a bunch of new words with definitions in it, and then from time to time, I will update it. Okay, probably every week or every month, because I'll just be working on this constantly, putting new words and ideas into it. So it'll constantly be updated, probably on a weekly basis, but I'll start off with something. But Jeremy has to, he's helping me get the format so that I can do this and then I can start. So it's coming. Yes, it's coming soon. Yeah.
It's just the experience I had. So like Kevin says, his experiences that you can like go back. And it was the last one. Yeah, it was the last one I shared where I seen Rebisar on the flying saucer. And yeah, it was. I'd seen that again, and I've had impressions of it all day today. It was Rebisar. I was like dressed in like a pilot suit, like a pilot, and it was like a dark blue suit, and it had like silver trim. Right, but it was like a military pilot suit, and it was just exactly the same as what it was before. Where I was looking at the control panel and kind of clueless. And then I looked at Rebisar, says, "I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to drive this." And he says, "Yeah, you do. It's all in the mind." It was that's exactly what I said. It's all in the mind. So yeah, that's what I've had to share today. Yeah, that's what happened today.
Thank you, Pearce.
I had a strange dream last night. It was like a action scene. Andre the Giant had taken on Stallone, and they boys were at each other. And Stallone kept shooting Andre with a paint gun, and Andre finally got mad and stabbed Stallone. And I said, "What kind of a movie am I watching here?" That's all I have for today.
Okay, did you get any impressions that who these were? They really Stallone and Andre the Giant?
They sure look like them.
They weren't in disguise as anybody else?
Well, if they were doing pretty good disguising.
Andre was a former WWE professional wrestler, right?
Yeah, it was an actual scene that it looked pretty real to me.
And paint gun, Stallone was shooting the paint gun?
Yeah.
And what was Andre, what did he have? Anything?
He had nothing, but he was just mad. And he used his strength and his weight. They stomped the hell out of him. Yeah, it was a pretty good scene.
Parts of yourself or some ideas you have there, maybe? It's interesting to look at that. Go back and check that out now and then. Or did you write it down too? Do you have a dream journal that you use or what?
No, I just rely on my memory.
Well, it's very clear. It should be something there for you, to recognize. So keep an eye on it. Thanks for sharing.
No problem.
No, that's fine. It's thank you for everyone sharing. Yes, this is what it's all about. And as Val mentioned, starting your own Skypes or whatever, this is very important because yes, we all have a personal life, but at the same time, the world is rapidly being destroyed right in front of us. And so the new position with the real guides is who will step up and take the risk to go beyond their personal self and really get out there and face all of creation, starting with your personal life here and doing something. So a lot of people they're seeing it. One of the references that I would use in the human sense here would be Sheriff Mack. I suggest people go on Sheriff Mack, and he's an Arizona sheriff. I've known about Sheriff Mack over 10 years. Val and I are signed up. We even want to do lectures and that for him out there in the public, etc. We've applied for this and other things, and this will be coming up more so in the future. What's cool about Sheriff Mack as an example is he's brought on a lot of very interesting characters from all over to help reinforce his position, and we'll just use the reference of the Constitution, etc. That's his reference, which is fine. he's doing the best he can to where people have the right of free choice. And so this is very, very, important to people here because a lot of people don't want to be vaccinated or harassed or whatever, which they are. So it's very important for us with the awareness. And so again, this is an opportunity provided to get past your personal self and earn your way into the real universes, because just because you know about the real guides and that doesn't mean they're going to be taking you there, because there's no such thing. You really have to recognize and earn your way, and it's a whole hell of a lot. And so, you decide to just hang out or get involved, like Val, recommends, which I recommended him to talk about this, and the Skypes and the networking. All life is networking. Is to step up and do something, let others know how to become more aware. This is how you become more aware. And so if that personal life to you is important and you don't have time, well, that's your choice, isn't it? And I've seen so many people cross over to the other side, and no matter what experience they had, they still sit right in their defined consciousness, and that's as far as they go. So life's a lot bigger. This is an opportunity like never before. It's no spiritual program or all the old stuff that we went through, like elementary school and high school, etc. Those days are gone. It's time to get real. Just like right now, the world is being destroyed purposely. Who will step up and be creative and do something real? And so Val and I, along with others, Kevin, etc., we're doing something every single moment that we can, because there's only so much time left, and then there isn't. So you decide. Yeah, thank you, everybody.